Hello, and welcome back to Ageless Mind and Body, where we share simple science-backed tips to help you feel your best no matter your age. Let me ask you something. Have you ever found yourself waking up at 2 or 3 in the morning? Not because your bladder is full, but because your sleep just stops. You're not alone. Millions of older adults struggle with broken sleep. And what might surprise you is the real cause may not be your age or even your bladder. It could be when you're drinking water. Yes, something as innocent as your evening cup of tea or that just-in-case glass of water before bed might be quietly robbing you of deep, restful sleep. But the good news, you can fix this with just a few gentle shifts in your daily routine. In today's video, we're diving into the lesser-known truth about water-timing hormone changes after 60 and what urologists are now recommending to help you sleep through the night naturally and peacefully. If you're ready to take back your nights and wake up feeling truly rested, stick around. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a tip designed with you in mind. As we grow older, many changes unfold quietly within our bodies, changes we may not immediately notice, but that begin to affect the rhythm of our daily lives, especially our nights. One of the most overlooked yet impactful shifts involves our hormone levels, particularly a hormone called vasopressin. Vasopressin plays a vital role in helping our kidneys slow down urine production while we sleep. In younger years, it allows us to rest through the night without waking to use the bathroom. However, after the age of 60, the body naturally begins to produce less of this hormone. As a result, the kidneys continue to filter fluids at a similar rate throughout the night, leading to more frequent bladder filling and those frustrating middle-of-the-night awakenings. At the same time, the kidneys themselves become less efficient with age. They take longer to balance fluid levels and filter waste, which means even normal water intake may not be processed as smoothly as before. To add to this, the bladder becomes more sensitive. Where it once held 400 to 500 milliliters of fluid before signaling the urge to urinate, it may now send signals when only 150 milliliters have accumulated barely half a glass of water. This increased sensitivity means the brain receives a message to wake up and respond even when the bladder is far from full. This combination, lower vasopressin levels, slower kidney function, and a more sensitive bladder, creates a perfect storm for sleep disruption. And what feels like just part of getting older is in fact a biological shift that can be managed once we understand it. By recognizing these internal changes, we can begin to adjust our habits with more intention, giving our body the support it needs to rest peacefully again. Small changes in hydration timing diet and bedtime routine can work in harmony with these natural changes, helping restore balance and bring back the deep, uninterrupted sleep we once took for granted. Many older adults make the well-meaning mistake of drinking too much water or fluid-based beverages in the evening, often without realizing the impact it can have on their sleep. While staying hydrated is essential for health, the timing of your water intake becomes increasingly important after the age of 60. Drinking large amounts of water or fluids like tea, milk, or soup after 6 or 7 p.m. can quietly disrupt your body's natural rhythm and place extra strain on your kidneys and bladder during the time they are preparing to rest. In the evening, your kidneys naturally begin to slow down their filtration process, which is part of your body's internal preparation for sleep. However, when you flood your system with too much liquid at this time, your kidneys are forced to continue working throughout the night, producing more urine than the body truly needs at that hour. This leads to the bladder filling up more quickly and sending signals to the brain to wake up even when sleep should be at its deepest. What starts as a comforting habit, such as a warm cup of herbal tea or a light soup before bed, can actually become a hidden source of sleep disruption. In addition, certain drinks like green tea or masala chai may act as mild diuretics, which means they not only add to your fluid intake, but also stimulate the kidneys to produce even more urine. The result is a restless night, frequent bathroom trips, and mornings that feel groggy and unrefreshed. Over time, this cycle can also lead to daytime fatigue, reduced concentration, and increased irritability. The good news is that this pattern can often be corrected with simple timing adjustments. By shifting most of your fluid intake to earlier in the day, ideally between 600 a.m. and 4:00 p.m., and reducing your intake in the evening, you allow your organs to wind down naturally. This not only supports better sleep quality, but also helps your body reset its natural hydration rhythm. It's not about drinking less water, but drinking it earlier with awareness and intention. Many people, especially older adults, develop nighttime habits that seem harmless, but may actually be disrupting their sleep and confusing their body's natural signals. One such habit is going to the toilet just in case before bed, even if there's no real urge to urinate. While it may feel like a sensible precaution to avoid waking up later, this routine can unintentionally train the bladder to signal fullness even when it's only partially filled. Over time, this becomes a condition known as bladder overtraining. The nerves that communicate between the bladder and the brain become overly sensitive, sending signals prematurely and creating a false sense of urgency. As a result, even a small amount of urine, sometimes as little as 100 to 150 milliliters, can trigger the brain to wake you up in the middle of the night. Another common mistake is drinking water or other fluids too late in the evening. While hydration is important, consuming liquids close to bedtime gives your kidneys little time to process them before you sleep, leading to increased urine production overnight. This fills the bladder more quickly and reinforces the pattern of waking up unnecessarily. The body begins to associate the feeling of a slightly filled bladder with the need to wake up, disrupting your sleep cycle again and again. The good news is that this pattern can be reversed with a few mindful changes. Instead of preemptively using the bathroom when there's no urge, trust your body to signal when it's truly time. Gradually shift your water intake to earlier in the day, allowing your kidneys and bladder to complete most of their work before nightfall. These small changes help retrain your bladder, calm the nervous system, and support deeper, uninterrupted sleep. It's not about depriving yourself of water or ignoring real needs. It's about understanding your body's rhythms and working with them rather than against them. By doing so, you give yourself the chance to experience nights of peaceful rest and mornings that feel truly refreshed. As we age, the timing of our water intake becomes just as important as the amount we drink. One of the most effective yet overlooked ways to reduce nighttime bathroom trips is to simply shift your hydration schedule. Ideally, most of your daily water consumption should happen between 600 a.m. and 4:00 p.m. During this time, the body is naturally more active, your metabolism is faster, your kidneys are more efficient, and your bladder is better able to process and release fluids. By drinking the majority of your water during these hours, you give your body ample time to filter and eliminate excess fluids well before bedtime. After 4:00 p.m., it's important to begin tapering off your intake gradually. This doesn't mean you need to avoid water completely in the evening, but you should start sipping less and only when you feel genuinely thirsty. Drinking too much water in the late evening, even if it's a healthy habit, can overwhelm your kidneys and cause your bladder to fill up during the hours when your body is trying to rest. This often leads to waking up in the middle of the night, disrupting your sleep cycle, and leaving you feeling tired the next morning. Instead, think of your water intake as following a gentle curve, starting slow in the early morning, building up to a steady rhythm through mid-morning and lunchtime, then gradually tapering down as the day winds down. This approach works in harmony with your body's natural rhythm and supports not only better sleep, but also improved digestion, reduced bloating, and better overall energy. Many elders who made this simple change, shifting 70% of their fluid intake to the first half of the day, reported fewer nighttime interruptions and deeper, more restorative rest. So, rather than cutting back on hydration altogether, the real solution lies in adjusting when you drink. Give your body what it needs at the right time, and it will reward you with calm nights and refreshed mornings. The temperature and type of fluids you consume, especially in the evening, can have a surprisingly strong impact on your sleep quality, particularly as you grow older. While staying hydrated is essential, not all fluids behave the same way inside the body, and the way they are consumed can either support restful sleep or disrupt it. Cold water, for example, may feel refreshing, but it can irritate the lining of the bladder, especially in older adults whose bladder nerves are already more sensitive due to age-related changes. This irritation may cause the bladder to contract more frequently or send false signals to the brain, making you feel the need to urinate even when it's not truly necessary. On the other hand, warm or room temperature water is far gentler on the bladder and digestion, particularly after sunset when the body is preparing to wind down. But it's not just water that matters. Other fluids, even those considered healthy, can affect your nighttime rhythm. Herbal teas, ginger tea, and haldi milk are often used for comfort and relaxation, and while they do offer certain benefits, they are still fluids that add to your total intake. When consumed late in the evening, they can fill the bladder gradually without you even noticing. Additionally, some herbal drinks act as mild diuretics, encouraging the kidneys to produce more urine. What starts as a relaxing bedtime ritual can end in an interrupted night's sleep. For older adults already experiencing frequent nighttime awakenings, this added fluid load can quietly undermine the body's natural effort to rest. The key is not to avoid these drinks altogether, but to shift the timing. If you enjoy a warm cup of ginger tea or turmeric milk, consider having it earlier in the evening around 5:30 or 6:00 p.m., so your body has enough time to process the liquid before bed. This small change helps minimize bladder stimulation during the night and supports a calmer, more restful sleep. In short, by paying attention to both the temperature and the timing of your fluids, you can help your body find a healthier nighttime rhythm and experience deeper, uninterrupted rest. Diet also plays a significant role in determining the quality of sleep, especially as we age. Many foods that seem healthy and harmless can quietly contribute to nighttime awakenings if consumed at the wrong time. For example, watery foods like cucumber, tomato, watermelon, and citrus fruits, as well as drinks such as orange juice and clear soups, are rich in fluid content. While these foods support hydration and digestion during the day, consuming them too close to bedtime can increase the amount of liquid the bladder must process during the night. The body may not show any immediate reaction after eating them, but within a few hours the bladder fills slowly and begins to send signals that disturb sleep. What's more, these foods are often part of light evening meals or snacks, making them an easy habit to overlook. Similarly, salty foods in the evening, such as pickles, pap heads, chips, or heavily seasoned curries, can quietly trigger a cascade of effects. Salt increases thirst, and when we feel thirsty, we're more likely to drink extra water after dinner or even right before bed. This additional fluid intake, especially when paired with aging kidneys and a more sensitive bladder, almost guarantees at least 1 or 2 overnight bathroom visits. Even small dietary choices like these, repeated daily, can lead to fragmented sleep and persistent morning fatigue. The solution lies not in avoiding these foods entirely, but in adjusting their timing. Watery fruits and vegetables are most beneficial when consumed earlier in the day, ideally before 4:00 p.m., when the body is more active and better equipped to manage fluid balance. Similarly, salty snacks should be enjoyed earlier or minimized in the evening to avoid triggering excess thirst. By making these simple dietary shifts, you allow your digestive and urinary systems to wind down naturally with the rest of your body. This reduces nighttime interruptions and helps create the calm, continuous rest that your body and mind need to heal and restore. Simple changes can lead to big results, especially when it comes to improving sleep in older adults. One of the most powerful yet overlooked habits is the timing of fluid intake. Many people assume that nighttime bathroom trips are just an unavoidable part of aging, but real-life stories show otherwise. By shifting the majority of water consumption to earlier in the day, ideally between 600 a.m. and 4:00 p.m., the body has ample time to filter and eliminate excess fluids before bedtime. This allows the kidneys and bladder to rest during the night, greatly reducing the urge to wake up and use the bathroom. Small posture adjustments also make a significant difference. For example, sleeping on your left side with a pillow between the knees can relieve pressure on the bladder, support better digestion, and calm the nervous system. Even light movement in the morning, such as walking or gentle stretching, helps the body release fluids that would otherwise collect in the lower legs and return to the kidneys at night. This practice reduces overnight urine production and promotes deeper sleep. Real people have experienced these benefits. From a woman in Pune who stopped drinking tea late at night and began sleeping for 6 hours straight, to a man in Nagpur who adjusted his water intake and eliminated 3 nightly bathroom trips, the results are consistent and encouraging. These individuals didn't take new medications or follow complicated routines. Instead, they made simple, mindful changes based on how the aging body works, drinking water earlier, sipping less after 6:00 p.m., avoiding cold fluids before bed, and trusting the body's natural signals. They also stopped going to the bathroom, just in case, and instead allowed their bladders to relearn a healthy rhythm. The result was not just better sleep, but clearer mornings, improved energy, and a renewed sense of control. It's a powerful reminder that healing doesn't always require big solutions. Sometimes it's the small, quiet adjustments made with consistency and care that bring the most lasting transformation. Reducing nighttime urination doesn't always require medication. Often, gentle lifestyle adjustments can bring noticeable relief and support more restful sleep. One of the most effective changes is incorporating light morning movement into your daily routine. As we age, our blood circulation slows down and fluids tend to accumulate in the lower legs during the day, especially if we spend long hours sitting. This fluid may not be visible as swelling, but when you lie down at night, it moves upward toward the kidneys, increasing urine production just when your body should be resting. A short morning walk in the sunlight, gentle stretching, or even simple leg exercises while sitting can help the body release this fluid earlier, easing the burden on your kidneys after sunset. Another powerful change is adjusting your sleeping position. Many older adults naturally sleep on their backs or use high pillows, but this can create unnecessary pressure on the bladder and digestive organs. Sleeping on your left side with a soft pillow under your head and another between your knees has been shown to improve blood flow, reduce bladder pressure, and calm digestion, helping the body stay relaxed throughout the night. Alongside this, wearing light breathable clothing made from cotton or other natural fibers can help regulate your body temperature. Overheating during sleep can trigger sweating, thirst, and more frequent kidney activity, all of which contribute to nighttime urination. Instead of thick nightwear or heavy blankets, opt for a thin bedsheet and keep the room comfortably cool, either with a fan or proper ventilation. These small environmental changes can create a more peaceful sleep setting and help prevent the false bladder signals that wake you unnecessarily. When you combine these adjustments, morning movement, mindful sleep posture, and a sleep-friendly environment, you support your body's natural rhythm and reduce the chances of being interrupted by bathroom visits during the night. It's a simple, gentle approach rooted in understanding and respecting how the aging body functions, allowing you to rest more deeply and wake feeling refreshed. Many older adults hold on to common beliefs about nighttime urination that, while well-intentioned, may quietly be doing more harm than good. One of the most widespread myths is the idea that drinking less water during the day will prevent you from waking up at night to use the bathroom. At first glance, this may seem logical, but in reality, when you restrict water intake during the day, your body becomes mildly dehydrated. This leads to thicker blood and puts added stress on the kidneys, which then try to compensate by producing more urine, often during the evening and night when you lie down to rest. So, rather than preventing nighttime urination, reducing daytime hydration can actually trigger it. Another misunderstanding is that frequent nighttime urination is caused only by prostate issues. While an enlarged prostate can contribute to this problem, especially in men, it is far from the only cause. Women, too, experience the same interruptions due to changes in bladder sensitivity, kidney efficiency, sleep patterns, and hydration habits. Focusing solely on the prostate may delay helpful lifestyle adjustments that could improve sleep for both men and women. A third belief many seniors hold is that drinking warm water late at night, perhaps around 900 p.m., is beneficial for digestion or calming the body before bed. While warm drinks can indeed feel soothing, the fact remains that they still add fluid to your system. And when taken too late in the evening, they can quietly add pressure to your bladder during the night. The warmth of the drink does not cancel out the bladder's response to increased fluid volume. Even small amounts of water taken late can lead to interruptions in your sleep, especially as the body becomes more sensitive with age. Debunking these myths with care and knowledge is essential for better health and deeper rest. Understanding how your body changes over time and making small, thoughtful adjustments can be far more effective than clinging to habits that no longer serve you. It's not about rejecting everything you've learned, but about evolving those habits to support the rhythms of your body as it moves through this next stage of life. As we age, the way our body processes fluids begins to shift. One of the most important yet overlooked aspects of hydration is not how much water we drink, but when we drink it. While drinking enough water throughout the day remains essential for overall health, the timing of that intake can have a profound impact on the quality of our sleep, especially for older adults. Many seniors experience frequent nighttime awakenings, often attributed to age or medical conditions. But in many cases, the real culprit is the simple habit of drinking too much water too late in the day. Our kidneys, bladder, and hormonal systems naturally slow down in the evening, preparing the body for rest. However, if we flood the system with fluids during these hours, it disrupts this rhythm and forces the kidneys to continue filtering through the night. As a result, the bladder fills up more quickly and sends signals to the brain to wake up even when the body isn't ready. This leads to broken sleep fatigue and restless mornings. By shifting most of your fluid intake to the earlier part of the day between 600 a.m. and 4:00 p.m., you give your body the time it needs to process and eliminate excess fluids before bedtime. After that, your intake should taper off gradually with only small sips taken as needed. This gentle change doesn't require reducing your overall water consumption or eliminating evening fluids entirely. It simply asks for greater awareness of timing. Warm or room temperature water in the evening taken in moderation is much easier on the bladder and less likely to trigger false urges. When practiced consistently, this timing adjustment can significantly improve sleep quality without the need for drastic lifestyle changes or medication. It respects the natural rhythm of the aging body and helps restore a sense of calm and restfulness through the night. In many cases, it's not the volume of water that's the problem, it's the timing. And with just a few mindful shifts, you can support better sleep, clearer mornings, and a more balanced sense of well-being. The message is hopeful. Aging doesn't mean surrendering to poor sleep. With gentle awareness and a few simple adjustments, you can take back your nights and wake up feeling truly refreshed. Whether it's shifting your water intake to earlier in the day, changing your sleeping posture, or being mindful of evening foods, each small change honors your body's natural rhythm. These habits aren't about restriction, they're about alignment. Your body still knows how to rest, how to heal, and how to find balance. Sometimes it just needs a little support and attention in the right places. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to Ageless Mind and Body. Your subscription is more than a click. It's a promise to care for yourself with intention and compassion. Hit the bell icon so you never miss future tips made especially for vibrant, healthy aging. And if you know someone who struggles with sleep or wakes up often during the night, share this video with them. You could be giving them the gift of deeper rest and brighter mornings. Thank you for watching, and until next time, may your nights be peaceful and your mornings full of light.